With a planet full of diverse animals, it's no surprise that they come in all shapes and sizes. With the abundance of flora around us, some animals have adapted to use it for many purposes. Whether to hide from predator or prey, or simply as an unintentional occurrence, stay with us, as we are looking at 10 of the animals that look like plants. Number 10. The Malayan horned leaf frog is a common amphibian found from southern Thailand to Singapore, across all of Borneo, and on several smaller islands. Accurately named, this frog is expertly camouflaged to resemble the leaf litter of forest floors, where it spends much of its time as an ambush hunter, waiting for prey to cross its path. Long projections over each eye aid in the camouflage effect and give the appearance of horns. Although common in the wild and in the pet trade, little is actually known about the Malayan horned leaf frog's status in the wild. It is still commonly found over a wide area, and thus the population is still presumed to be large. However, deforestation is a significant problem over much of its range, as on the island of Borneo. Continued habitat loss and collection for the pet trade may pose challenges for wild populations of frogs in the future. Number 9. Endemic to Madagascar, the leaf-tailed gecko is one of the smallest species in the genus Uroplatus, where the adult size is up to 90 mm in total length, including the tail. This reptile usually has a brown or darker appearance to make them look like bark or leaves, with some cases of red or other colors. To further mimic a leaf, their tail usually has notches in it. This gecko's primary purpose for plant mimicry is self-defense, and concealment isn't the only defense mechanism the satanic leaf-tailed gecko relies on. When threatened, they will occasionally let out a tremendous scream given their small size in an attempt to frighten off predators. Number 8. Ranging across the African continent and its islands, the ghost mantis mimics withered leaves by its dark body colored in leaf-like decorations. If there's not enough, there is a striking asymmetrical cone on its head that helps to distort its body outline to look more like a leaf. This way, it can camouflage among the fallen leaves in its natural habitat, the forest. They can remain unseen by predators such as insect-eating birds while waiting for its own prey. The most common color for this praying mantis species is dark brown, but sometimes you can find light brown or even green individuals where the color of each individual is determined by the environment. The more humid environment provides the greener individual. Number 7. Found in tropical Asia from India to Japan, the Indian oakleaf butterfly is quite beautiful with the interior wings exhibiting brilliant sapphire shades with bright orange. When the butterfly feels threatened, however, it has the ability to disguise itself in a pile of leaves by folding its wings tightly together. The butterfly's unusual appearance and wing coloring make it look like a dead leaf, and when it alights on a branch, it blends in with the tree's foliage really well. Each butterfly has its own individual coloring and patterns that differ slightly from each other. Number 6. Occurring from South Asia through Southeast Asia to Australia, the leaf insect is pretty much what its name suggests, an insect with an appearance of a leaf. This unique creature camouflages by taking on the appearance of leaves. They do this so accurately that predators often are not able to distinguish them from real leaves. In some species, the edge of the leaf insect's body even has the appearance of bite marks. To further confuse predators, when the leaf insect walks, it rocks back and forth to mimic a real leaf being blown by the wind. Number 5. Found in East Asia, the dead leaf moth's resemblance to a dead leaf, curled round in on itself, complete with tiny leaf-like veins, is just uncanny. The craziest thing about this fascinating creature's mimicry is that it is mostly an optical illusion. Its wings may look curled up, but they are actually as straight as those of any moth. The curled-up effect is created by minute scales on its wings, which even replicate the shading of a curled-up dead leaf. Number 4. Found in Borneo, Malaysia, the dead leaf grasshopper is exactly what the name suggests. With uncanny precision, this grasshopper displays its mimicry of a dead leaf down to the finest details. Its body resembles a green leaf with patches of brown, and even leaf-like veins. On top of that, its movements also mimics a fluttering leaf. Number 3. Found along the southern and western coasts of Australia, the leafy seadragon's name is derived from the appearance, with long leaf-like protrusions coming from all over the body. These protrusions are not used for propulsion, however, as they serve only as camouflage purposes. The small fins are almost completely transparent and difficult to see as they undulate minutely to move the creature sedately through the water, completing the illusion of floating seaweed. Popularly known as leafies, this beautiful fish is the marine emblem of the state of South Australia and a focus for local marine conservation. Number 2. Native to the tropical forests of Southeast Asia, the orchid mantis is characterized by brilliant coloring and a structure finely adapted for camouflage, mimicking parts of the orchid flower. Not only does the coloring of this species mimic the flowers they are named after, but their legs are actually formed into the shape of orchid petals as well. From the right angle, they can look completely like flowers and nothing like insects, and they can even change color to better reflect the vegetation of their habitat. This makes them hard to be spotted in the wild, apart from the fact of them being rare. Number 1. In the deep cloud forests of Costa Rica lives this species of Phasmatoda named Trichopeplus laciniatus, or moss mimic stick insect. Like all other insects in its order, such as walking sticks and true leaf insects, this species can cleverly camouflage into its surroundings by mimicking the forms and colors around it, and in this case, mossy trees and foliage. Its mossy appearance is emulated with varying patches of chitinous cuticle that splay out from its exterior, giving it just the right texture to be almost invisible to the naked eye when staying still to a flaky, wooded background. Though its camouflage would seem perfectly suitable for stalking prey, this insect is an herbivore, and its clever disguise is only used for defense.